everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going ahead and touring the lots of my Furnishing build challenge. So I think it was 2 weeks ago when I went ahead and started the challenge, and basically in short form what you had to do is download this house here which you can see on screen from the gallery, leave the exterior completely how it is, and you do whatever you want on the interior, and that was the challenge. So there's been so many submissions, a crazy amount. It did definitely make it a very difficult process for me to go ahead and look through them all, and that's why this video is slightly late. As you may have heard, I was going to do it yesterday, but I just had so many builds to look through. So what I'm basically going to do throughout this video is I've got 9 homes to go ahead and show you. Now that is a very small amount compared to how many submissions there were, but as I was saying, I really went through all of them to find the best, and I kind of made a short list and then shortened it down again and again and again, and now I have 9. And within those 9 there is like a top 5, and I'll announce that later on in the video who the winner is, and then if that person for whatever reason doesn't want their code or they don't respond or anything like that, then I'll move to the second person in the list. And also at the end of the video, since we do have kind of a few lots to go through, I'm also going to go ahead and mention off a few other people's gallery IDs, so you can go ahead and check out their builds of other ones I really loved, but just for time constraints I couldn't actually fit it in the video, so I'll be doing that as well at the end. And just another note, I did say that the winner would be receiving a pack of their choice, and there has been a slight change in that unfortunately. It is actually just going to be a stuff pack of your choice, so you know that rules out some packs, but hopefully you know the winner has a stuff pack that they'd want instead. EA, thank you for them for providing the code for today, but just with a few sort of things behind the scenes, it just means that there will be a stuff pack of your choice instead of any pack, so hopefully that's not too much of a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the first of the 9. Now, just to let you know that this is just a random sim. I know he's wearing a very interesting outfit there, but that's not really the main focus of today's video. So this is nothing to show you on the exterior. This, if you've seen the speed build for it, you can see how I built this home, but the exterior is just exactly the same, how it's supposed to be. So this home today that we're going to take a look at first out of the 9 is by Imka1. I hope I'm saying that right. So here's their upload and there's their username, and this has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Did use quite a few packs, which I said is totally fine, and it came in at 137,143 simoleons. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So we'll go ahead into tab mode in just a second, and I'll do that for all of them, but I just really love this home. It did stand out to me really well. I love how bright it is. You know, they managed to fit in 3 bedrooms here, but still it's kind of very light and open still, which is nice. So let's just go ahead and go into tab mode, and we'll go and just work our way through. So when you come in the door here, you've got a stair that's been configured there, which I really need to make more use of in my builds. I always just do this plain straight stair. It makes it look a little bit interesting doing it that way. And then you come straight through into here, into a living room. And it's also been really interesting to see how people do different styles of furniture in the builds. So as you can see, this one's a little bit more, you know, on the traditional side. And then there's also some people that did a really modern interior, which still looks great with a very traditional suburban looking exterior, if that makes sense. So let's just work our way through. So we've got this room right here, which is a little study. And also just another note, I did mention this and I did get a few questions, but on this challenge you didn't have to worry about play testing. So I'm not too sure if a sim could actually fit through there, but it was more just a chance for you to do whatever you want with the build and not have to worry about if a sim will be able to get to a particular place, since this is just for fun anyway. So there's a study here, which is nice. Again, really nice bright colour scheme. Little bathroom here downstairs, and then you come through here, and what I really loved about this home is how it has like the more traditional living room sort of entry reception room there, and then you come through into like the main sort of living space for the family, so it's a lot more kind of colourful and cozy in here, and also a TV area over here as well. I do really love the combination of the tiny living items. I don't use those too often in my builds, but I think they do look really great. A nice bit of clutter as well, these little debug items, which I don't use too often, as you know, but again, really love this. It's a nice colour scheme going on, and then we'll walk through here. Again, it's nice and open plan still, and come through in the kitchen. Really do love the colour scheme that's going on here with the yellow and kind of the neutral tones, and then a little dining table over there. And then we've got a fairly spacious hallway area up here. So we'll go on to the first bedroom, which is this one. So I really love the colour in here. It definitely feels like a kid's dream room. So much colour going on, and it is a twin room as well. And then we've also got this room here right next to it, which I don't know if it is the master room. I'll have to to double check that once I've looked through all of them, but I suppose this could be a master room because it does seem to have an ensuite bathroom here too, which is nice as well. So this is another room. I would maybe say this is for a girl that's slightly older. It does still have a nice bit of colour in it, and I do also really love this little extra detail here with those items underneath the bed and also some on the end of the bed as well. And then if we go over into the next one, which is a little laundry section here, and I really do love these tiles. For some reason, I didn't realise what these are, but they're actually from the Moschino stuff pack. I saw it in somebody else's building as well. It's like, I've never saw those divider walls before, but they are actually from Moschino stuff. So a nice spacious bathroom here as well, has everything you need in it. And that is the first home done. So thank you, Imka1, I hope I'm saying that name right, for your submission. It was a really good one. I love all the colour and all the kids' rooms in it. And now let's go on to the next one. The next one today comes from, and again, I'm going to mispronounce this name, but I think it's like for Jack Maybe's, and their submission comes in at 140,407 simoleons. Again, a nice range of packs used, and they did actually accidentally put it on a 40 by 30 lot, but it does still work on the 30 by 20, so I didn't mind about that. So let's go ahead and have a look at this one. So when you come through the door of this home, it is very open plan, and with all of these homes, it's been really interesting to see how somebody would sort of do differently or the same of a build that I've done. So, you know, when you make your own build, you kind of have sometimes a slight sort of idea of what you might do for the floor plan, and it's been really interesting to see how people have done that similarly or they've done it completely different. So I really love this home. It's a very different colour scheme going on, which is really nice for a change. So we've got a nice open plan kitchen here, and it's all very open plan in this home too, similar to the last one, which is really nice. So we've got a nice big dining table over here, and the kitchen is got like a modern feel to it with these cool kitchen stuff counters. And there's also a little sitting room here, and then it goes through into this room here, which is like a little family room. And again, really interesting colour choice going on. It's been really interesting to see as well how people kind of take a normal suburban style home and how different it could be from that on the interior, depending on people's finishing styles. We've got a few rooms going off into different areas here. So we've got just a little bathroom here, just like a little half bathroom, a little hallway going down into this room, which is the office. It seems a very sort of private room here with these blinds sort of shutting off all the windows. So maybe it's a very important business person here who likes to keep his work private or her work private. And then if we go ahead over to this side of the home, the staircase is just hitting around this side here. And if I put the walls up, that might help. And we'll come up to a hallway here. And then we've got a few rooms up here. I think, was it 3? I think it was when we looked at the thing before. So this room right here is a girl's room. Again, lots of colour going on. As you know, I do that sometimes where I might have like a very sort of neutral colour schemed sort of main part of the home. So like in the living room, in the dining room, whatever. And then I kind of do my different things with the bedrooms. And then we've got this room here, which has kind of got like a gothic feel to it actually. I really do love how each of the bedrooms have a slight different personality to them. And then a bathroom through here too. And then the last room here, which is kind of like this one for a kid boy, I would imagine, and they do have lots of colour and posters going on here. So this was a really great submission. I love the kind of different personalities that's going on with it. It's very different for what I would do for a home, but it's been really interesting to see how you could do a home like this, because it looks very different from what you'd be expecting to see on the exterior, I think anyways. But anyway, a really good submission, so thank you so much for that. And the next home today comes from Cassie or Casey House. I'm not too sure how you say that first bit. Sorry if I did mess that up. And they went ahead and submitted this one, which came in at 141,767 simoleons. And again, it does have 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So let's go ahead into this one. So we're brought in here with a really nice long hallway. It's very spacious in here. We've got those tiles from Moschino stuff again. That's where I actually saw them first. So that made me wonder where they were actually from. And then through here, we've got like a nice little study desk area. Lots of colour and clutter going on with these books. I really love this little station here. So we'll go on to the right side of the home first. We've got a glass sliding door, which brings you into this living room here. Again, lots of colour going on in this interior. I really do love it. And then again, another glass sliding door, which is actually really interesting. I don't use glass sliding doors on interiors of my builds that often, but I actually think it looks really nice. So we've got a nice spacious kitchen area here. Again, lots of colour going on. And then it kind of wraps around into the hallway area again. So it's kind of got like an open plan feel, but also not at the same time. So we've got the garage here, which has some bikes from Discovery University and some sort of general garagey style items. And we've got a little wraparound staircase up here. And we've got this room right here, which is the master room, I believe. And this is probably one of my favourite rooms. I do really love this back in here from, I think it's dying out of that wallpaper. Looks really great, has like a modern feel to it. A nice big sort of dresser area here made up with jungle adventure counters. And then we've got like a walk-through here into the bathroom. And then we've got this room right here, which is kind of like a little nursery. I think this is from Realm of Magic. I haven't used that bassinet before. And then a little changing table here. And again, I really love all the colour and personality that's going on with this one. And it also has a bathroom through here, which is kind of like a two-way one. So it's got another entrance way there. So a really nice bathroom, a really good use of the space here. And then this takes you through into the other bedroom that we'll have in this home. Really good use of space here. They have used Tiny Living again for a Murphy bed. So it means you can have some more activities and stuff within the room. As you can see, it seems to be a messy person that lives in this one, but they can still live here with this Murphy bed. I really love this submission. Thank you so much, Casey, for that, or Cassie, however you say your name. Thank you so much for your submission. So the next one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is by Britta1607, and this home really stood out to me as a really interesting one. This one is very open plan actually, and I love how this looks. This isn't definitely anything I would have thought of to do for the interior of this home. I really love how bright and open it is, and all the white used as well. It looks really great, and I think it fits the home really nicely, but I really do love this look. It does have sort of like a family feel to it as well, but it also looks really clean and modern and very open plan, which is great. So we'll start off on the left hand side here. Very nice, huge big kitchen, lots of stuff going on in here. Main living space here, which is really nice and open plan as well. And we've got some paintings from the gallery, it looks like, as well, which is really great. I mentioned there was a lot that are actually really great to make things look a little bit more interesting in terms of wall art in your homes. And then we've got a nice big bathroom here, and then we can head upstairs to see the bedrooms. And it's been also really interesting to see how people have done the staircase differently in the homes, because I always tend to put them where the front door is, just about there, but people have done them in really different places, which is interesting to see, and they all work really well. So the first room we'll come to is a bathroom, very spacious in here. I do really love these radiators actually. I should probably use those more in my builds. I think they're from vampires, aren't they? And then we'll have this room here, which is the first one we'll come to. So this is a twin room, has a few different activities in here, a punching bag, and I really love the combination here of these two items from Tiny Living. And if we come through into the other bedrooms, we've got this one here, which has glass doors going into, and it's kind of like sort of like a bedroom area, but it also has sort of like a little living room section here too. I really love how they combine the TV with this Murphy bed too. And then if we go back into the hallway area, we've got one more room, which is this one, and this is another little room here, a lot more cozy than the other ones. So thank you so much, Britta1607, for this submission. It was really great to kind of see a very open plan looking home, and it looks really great. So this next home we're going to take a look at today is by Mitch Ewa. I'm not too sure if I'm saying that name right. I'm really sorry. I'm having a lot of trouble today with people's gallery names, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But they went ahead and submitted this home, which really stood out to me because it has a lot of clutter and personality going on within it. So this is the hallway area here. As you can see, it's definitely for a family with all the personalization to it. And then you brought through here into a really spacious living room section. So it's got the dining table within it as well, and it's also got the living section over here, and then it has some other things like a little study area here underneath the stairs, which looks really great. It fits in really well actually. It's a really interesting colour palette going on within this room. As you know, this probably isn't something I would do, but it is really different to see and really interesting to see as well. So lots of plants going on. I really love all these combinations of them put together here, and also this little stool from Jungle Adventure, is it? No, that's not. No, that's an outdoor table from base game actually. It looked like the little stool from Jungle Adventure. And then if we come through here, we've got the kitchen area and has some bar stools there as well. And then we've got a few rooms around, so I'm just going to double check I didn't miss any in here. No, there's none in here. So we've got the garage, it looks like here. So we've got some bikes and some general garagey kind of items. Really nice little workstation over here, being put together really nicely, and also a little laundry section too there. And then if we come up the stairs here, we're brought into this nice hallway. Again, lots of plants going on. It's definitely a plant lover's home, this one. And we'll go through and look at the bedrooms next. So if we go to this one first, I really love this bedroom actually. This one stood out to me as one of my favourites. So I really love the use of the divider wall. It broke up the space really nicely into what was a fairly large room without it. So we've got the bedroom section over here. Again, lots of plants going on, and also a nice purple colour scheme, which, as you know, looks really nice in builds. I do that quite a lot. And then we've got like a general sitting area over here with a bookshelf and another study area. And then it's brought into a little ensuite bathroom here, which has a really nice modern theme to it. As you know, I do really love combining traditional themes and modern themes together, and that's done really nicely within this home. And then we've got another bedroom on this side. So this is the kids' room, but again, it has a lot of colour going on, and then another bedroom here for another kid. So I really do love how everybody's done sort of like a family style interiors for these homes. So again, that's that home submission. So thank you so much, Amitua. Again, I might be saying that wrong, for this submission. It's a really nice, interesting colour scheme going on with this home, and overall, a really great job. This next home we're going to go ahead and take a look at is by Teddybear94, and this one is definitely one of my favourites. I really love how this home is being completed. So we've got a really nice colour scheme going throughout. It's kind of on the neutral side with pops of colour here and there, as you can see within this living room. And we do have a little room around the side here, which actually takes you back through into the kitchen area. So if we just go back into the hallway and work ourselves from there, but I do really love that wraparound sort of idea. So again, it really actually feels like really spacious in this home actually, and you'll see that upstairs as well. But it still has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So we're brought into here in like the back hallway area with a few seating areas, and then we've got the kitchen, which I really love. So I do love little additions which make it feel like a home for kids as well. So lots of colour going on with these blue parenthood counters, which I don't think I've used the blue colour swatch out with these counters for a long time. And then we've got another room here, which is, and it really feels like a family's laundry room in here with lots of clutter and mess going on, but it looks really great. And then we've got this room here, which takes you through into the garage. And I actually really love everybody's attempts with the garage in these builds. They've all got lots of personality and clutter in them, and really feel like an actual garage as well, like even with these little details with the pipes as well. So I really love all the clutter and detail within this room. But we'll come upstairs to the upstairs hallway, and as I was saying just before there, it does still feel really spacious in here for a 30 by 20 home. So the first room we brought to is to a toddler room. It's got a little changing station here too. And then if we go through into this next room, we've got another kids room, and again the use of colour really goes well within this one too. And then another family bathroom here, and then we've got this room right here, which I think is the master room. Yeah, it is. So this one again, it has a lot of colour going on, definitely makes you remind you that it is a family home, even though it is the master room. But there is a little study area over here, tucked away in the corner. And they do also have an ensuite bathroom, which again has a nice consistent theme going out through all of them, but they do have bits of personality here and there, which is great. And that is that home. So a really great submission from Teddybear94 there. So the next home we're going to take a look at today is by Lil Chrissy, and she went ahead and submitted this home, which I really love on the interior. It just used a lot less packs this home as well. I think there's only 3 packs, I think it was. Like I said, it is nice and open plan. You brought straight into the kitchen area here, and then we're brought through here into the living room, which as you can see, it's been the garage area is in it as well, which I sometimes do in builds. I think it's a nice kind of use of garage space to convert it into more of a livable space. So this one is the living room area over here, and then if we work ourselves back a bit, we've got a little study area here by the stairs, and then you kind of got like a main study area in here. So a few more things going on, a few more bookshelves, a woodworking table as well, which is a nice activity for your Sims to get on with. And then we'll work our way up the stairs. Then we've got this room here, which is kind of like the master room, but it has some sort of personality from the kids running throughout them. So it looks like this light is being placed by accident, but that's all right. So, you know, you got little kids' toys in the bed and stuff. And what I've just noticed as well is that they combined a sofa with the bed, which makes it look really interesting actually with all those cushions there. So that's a great touch there. So I really love this home. So thank you, Chrissy, for this submission. So the next home we're going to go ahead and take a look at is by Sally JL, and this home is really, really interesting. They've done a really great job on this challenge with this home today. So this one has a very interesting interior, which we're going to take a look at in a second. And it just have 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. So it is a normal family home from the exterior, as we know, but when you come in, things start getting a little bit interesting. So I was just gobsmacked really by this interior. There's so much going on, so much colour, and so much personality going within it. You probably wouldn't expect to see an interior like this in a normal suburban style home, but that's what makes it really interesting, I think. Open plan theme, so we've got the living room and the dining room and the kitchen kind of all put together here in one space, which I think looks really great. And we've got a few doors leading to other spaces. So we've got this room here, which is kind of the back area with the laundry space in it. And then we've also got another room over here, which is the garage. So it has a few gym equipment items in it, and it also has a secret door here as well, which leads through into something interesting, which we'll be taking a look at the end of this tour. So if we work upstairs first, and then we'll go to the basement after. So we'll come up here and it kind of continues the sort of interesting, eccentric personality of the Sims that live in this home. And then if we come into this room here, we've got a little sort of activity room, so there's a few different music items in here and also an easel, so that's great for Sims for something to do. Chess table here as well. And then brought into this room here, which is one of the bedrooms. So there's 3 bedrooms today, and there is accidentally a wall placed there incorrectly, but as you know, that sometimes happens when you're placing things down from the gallery, so I'm not bothered about that. And we'll have a really interesting sort of dark colour scheme going on here. Kind of has that slight inspiration of Victorian themes within it as well, like the downstairs did. And then it also has a ensuite bathroom here on the side, which is nice. And then we'll go back out here. Did we have a look at this room? Yeah, we did. And then we'll go over to this room here, which is another bathroom. So there are 4 bathrooms in this one today. And then we'll have a little bedroom here for a kid maybe, or a teen. They have their own little workspace there, and a single bed from Seasons, I think that is. And then we've got another room here, which is the last one over here. And again, lots of colour and personality going on with this within this room. It definitely feels very different to what you might have expected from the exterior to see in a home like this. But now we've got the last part of this build to look at, which is the downstairs area. So we'll go through the secret door into the basement, and I don't think, yeah, I'm going to have to put my camera down. But this room is so interesting. There is so much going on in here. It's kind of like a scientist's workstation, and that's a really interesting part of it. It's up to you to decide what sort of Sims live here, because you know the exterior looks very normal, and then you start coming to the interior and it's very eccentric and has lots of styles and things going on. And then you have the basement, which is even more weirder, but in the best way possible, because it is amazing down here. So there's lots of stuff going on, like I don't even know where to look. There's just so many different areas, and Baby Yoda as well. So we'll have this area here, which is, you know, a little bit scary, but you know, it's up to you to decide what this room is being used for. And then we'll also have a vault here from Get Famous, with lots of stuff in it. And then we'll also have just a little bathroom on the end here. But overall, this room is so interesting, and it adds just a really interesting storyline to this home. Thank you so much, Sally, for this submission. It is very interesting and a really great take on the challenge, so thank you so much for that. And the last home we're going to be touring today is from SD Ritter. Again, I might be mispronouncing that name, as I have pretty much all of the ones we've looked at today, but there is the name there just in case I did say that wrong. And their submission has 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and it came in at 167,864 simoleons. So we'll come through the front door and you're brought into this little hallway here. Definitely makes it feel like a family home with all these little bits of debug clutter and the picture frame there. And we've got another little entry hall here, which brings you straight through into the kitchen, which I kind of like in terms of the floor plan, in terms of the thought of that, because the kitchen is always the heart of the home, isn't it? So it's kind of nice that's the first thing you see. Homework out on the table, bits and bobs and stuff. Just make it feel like a really nice family home. Do love all the colour that's been used here with the blue parental counters. Like I said earlier, I do think I need to use those again now after seeing them a few times today, and lots of clutter again. So we'll come through on the right here through the glass doors into this nice dining room actually, and it's a fairly big table here, and then we've also got a nice little sitting area over here with this fireplace, which I don't think I've used before. Where even is this from? Is it Realm of Magic? Probably. Haven't used it in a while though. Anyway, so we'll go back through. I don't know. I should probably order the ways that I go through these builds, because I'm kind of just going through them randomly. Anyway, so that must be the door there from the dining room, which brings you through here into the living room. And again, lots of tiny living items used today. Again, like I was saying before, it isn't something I use a lot in suburban homes other than tiny homes, but it is actually fits in really nicely with other types of furnishing as well. So really good use of that. Again, really great decoration. I do love all the decoration, and the colour scheme works really well with it. So we've got a few more doors down here before we go upstairs. So we've got this one, which is kind of like an extra sort of living room, like a den. And I think, yeah, this is where the garage is. It's been converted into like a more of a casual family room. This one has the TV in it as well. Definitely feels a little bit more cozy and informal as well. And then I think that's everything downstairs. So let's head back up to the front and go up the stairs again, and we'll have a look at the 4 bedrooms. And then we're brought into the first of the 4 bedrooms. So this is a really great room. It definitely makes me want to use a lot more clutter in my builds, because this definitely just added a lot of personality into this room. Like, you can definitely think of the type of sim that would live here just by all the personality and clutter in it. And then we've got another bedroom here. So it looks like a sim that's interested in sports, and probably in esports or gaming as well, with this desk here and this nice gaming chair. And then we've got the next bedroom, which is this one, and this one must be the master room. Again, really love the personality in here. Lots of clutter on this dressing table over here. I really like how they've made up this dressing table actually, with the Jungle Adventure mirrors and, well, mirror, and this table, which I don't know what pack this glass table's from. I really need to update my knowledge a bit on what items are from which pack, because as you've probably noticed today, I have had a few problems. And they've got this ensuite bathroom here, which is really nice. Again, I do love how the bathrooms are all different, they all have their own sort of little taste with them. So that is a really great submission. I really do love all the personality and clutter that's been used in there, so thank you again. I might mispronounce his name, but Estee Ritter for that. And the winner of the challenge today is Teddybear94. So well done for winning on that. You did a really great submission and I really loved looking through your build. So I will be in contact with you to ask what stuff pack you'd like. And I have made a list of who is in second place and third place. So for whatever reason, if this winner doesn't, get that pack, then I'll contact the person in second place. And then again, the same thing if I need to go through the third place person. And also, like I said, I was going to mention off a couple more people I've built I really like, but as you can see, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm just going to mention their names and you can head over to their gallery, and I really recommend you go ahead and check out their lots. So the first one is Pink Us Family, the next one is Mickey Max 56789, and again, I'm going to mispronounce all these names, but hopefully you can tell which ones I'm on about. The next one is Padre Fusia, Jessica Clare, and then the last one is Scotty Rodeo. So well done to those 5 people as well, because you all did really great jobs. I just wish I had a bit more time to go through them all in today's video, but again, I did look at your 5 builds as well. If you want to have a look through yourself at all of the lots that were submitted today, you can go ahead onto the gallery using the hashtag ThomasTVShell2, and that will bring up all of the lots there, and you can sort through them and have a look for yourself as well. So thanks for watching, leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!